19. This is crazy. Like, we have what, 5 days left of Vlogmas, which I really cannot believe. We're having a cozy morning. The weather is pretty gross out. It's not in a fun, snowy way. It's like rainy and hot way. Starting my day off with a cup of tea. This is the mug of choice today. And I was able to get my hands on an audiobook copy of Assassin's Apprentice. So I'm gonna sit and read and listen for at least an hour probably this morning. The audiobook says I have an hour and 53 minutes left, so I think we'll be finishing this today, which will be exciting. We're gonna have a cozy at-home day. We'll see what today brings us. I finished it. Oh, I'm so happy. I really wish I'd been able to get my hands on the audiobook sooner, actually, because when I was reading it early on, I don't know if I just had the audiobook too slow or if because I was getting into it, it was harder. I do think I would have finished this book a lot faster if I'd had the audiobook on hand. I was able to get it through Everand, which used to be Scribd. They like switched names. I'm unclear as to whether like the company got bought or they just made a switch because Scribd is now only like documents. It's still a company and an app, and I think I have access to both, but it's kind of unclear. And I at least never really got anything in my email saying they were making a change, but I digress. I was able to get my hand on the audiobook, and I'm gonna see if the app has the next two so that I can save it into my library right now. I've had a little bit of a headache kind of come on in the second half of the morning, so I've just been like laying on my couch listening to the audiobook, trying to see if it would just go away. I have a feeling it's probably brought on by the weather and it hasn't gotten too bad yet, so I'm really just taking it easy and chilling out, but this made me feel very happy. Before I put everything away, because people are always curious, I'll show you the gifts that I got at my birthday party. Some of them are birthday, some of them are holiday. I have some very generous friends. Something we did this year that we haven't done in past years is I made an Amazon wish list. They had an idea of what I was looking for as far as like things I might need or want, and it was just really nice to not have to play like a guessing game. Here's my little gift haul. I got a set of pajamas in this beautiful bright pink. This is the same brand that my friend Regina gave us getting ready pajamas in for her birthday. It's actually the pants I'm wearing right now. They are the most comfortable pajamas. They are so soft. The brand is I know I've been meaning to save it in my Amazon storefront. Ecuair. That's the brand. I just wanted more from them because I could live in these pajamas. They are so soft, but it does, because it's long pants and long sleeves, I wanted to make sure I had something to transition into in summer and the spring, and even now, like some days it's just too hot to want to sleep in pants and sleeves. So got a new yoga mat bag. I really like the one that I have. However, it was great for when I had a car and I would drive myself to class. In the city, it's an open top. I'm sure it's been shown in at least one of these vlogs. On days when I'm walking to class and it's a little rainy, things get wet and things are exposed, and I don't really love that. So I went searching to see if I could get something similar, and I found this, and I'm obsessed. I love the color. It's like not too much of a baby pink because it has like a purpley kind of undertone. It's more like rose goldy blush, and it has a zipper. It's a really great nylon material. The other one's more of a cotton, so this one's going to be moisture wicking. It also has so many pockets on the outside, and then in a lot of photos I made sure to see that it was quite spacious inside because I have a mat, 2 towels, and my blocks, as well as a strap and a water bottle. That's usually what I bring. It has a laundry bag, so if I wanted to bring like a change of shoes, I could do that. There's a little strap thing in it to hold down my yoga mat. It's so spacious. There's so much room. There's a zipper pocket inside. So I'm really excited to change all my stuff over. This little mushroom lamp. I have been on a lamp journey this year of just collecting as many lamps as I can for around the apartment and my bedroom. And I love that it's a color. I love the size. I love the shape. I'm really excited to put it on my nightstand. I also like that it's corded. I have some cordless LED lights in my room, and while they are great, I can't leave them on for super long extended periods of time without them running out of a charge. So I'm trying to add more corded options to my room. So I'm very excited to have this, and it has been in my own personal wish list for so long. We're elevating our content game. I put on an Octo Buddy. If you haven't seen these, you stick the back to your phone. You could also get two and stick them to each other, which I might end up getting a second one. And you can suction cup one to the back of your phone and the other to a different surface, and you can film from anywhere. So on days when I want to film in front of the window, it'll be a lot easier than getting out my tripod and trying to balance it on the windowsill. If I want to film in the kitchen, I could put it on the window in the kitchen. If I'm out and about, I could stick it to something out in public and then disinfect it. So I'm really excited to have this for more content opportunities. My friend Brenna has the best jewelry taste. She gets some of the coolest looking pieces, and she got me these hoops. I love a hoop. And they're sort of brassy and they look like carved wood. I don't know if it's going to come up on camera. I hope it does. They just look so incredible. I just want to channel forest fairy vibes when I wear these. And then Bretta also gave us a bag of goodies, so lots of treats that I'm gonna put out in one of our candy bowls. And then she baked us cookies. And she gave us the recipe, actually, which I'm really excited to put in my recipe book. Her brown butter chocolate chip cookies. I've already had one and it was delicious, so saving those, and maybe I might take the recipe home and bake these cookies with my siblings, which I think would be fun. Last thing was a Christmas gift from our friend Regina and her husband Mike to my friends Julie, myself, and Brenna. I have a feeling they're going to do this for other people in their bridal party, but we just happen to be 3 of their bridesmaids at their wedding. And so they printed out some of the official photos and they framed 2 of them. And each of us got a different configuration. I think we all might have gotten this one because it's all the bridesmaids. And then another one of one of us and Regina. At her wedding, I was her content creator, and the photographer got some amazing shots of me getting phone content. And this is one of my favorite photos. I was so excited to have this framed and printed out. But then they went above and beyond, and they were like, just in case there's a different photo that you wanted to put in a frame, they gave us a handful of prints. Some of them of just them, which obviously I want, but then also like the full bridal party, just the bride and her bridesmaids. This is one of my favorite photos. It's just so sweet. Bride and groom again, and then coming down the aisle. And then we did individual portraits. So I am so happy to have these physical copies. I love photos. I take so many photos on my phone, but I find that I don't always get around to printing them out. And so I'm really, really happy to have these. And I'm gonna put these on my little photo shelf that I now have in my room. So, just filled with joy. I'm gonna put most of these away. Some of them I need to like think about where their homes are gonna go. I want to keep Brenna's out because I want to transcribe that recipe into my recipe book that I'm actively going to use this year. Then I'm gonna have lunch because I'm starving. Hello. I have spent a significant amount of today on the couch. I got like, it was like a weird headache today, and I just was like, I'm so exhausted. I need to just lie down. So I did. My makeup is done and my pigtails are back on because I needed to film some TikTok clips that I didn't get to do on Sunday. So I basically had to recreate everything to the best of my ability from Saturday and filmed those, and I posted this TikTok. You can go check it out. It's on TikTok and Instagram Reels. So I have makeup on. I was like, if I don't do this today, it won't get done, and I'll have filmed a bunch of clips on Saturday for nothing. And I'm really happy that I did it. I'm just finishing up my dinner. I'm doing a Trader Joe's frozen meal special with the gnocchi alla sorrentina with tomato sauce and mozzarella, and the frozen turkey meatballs. That's my dinner, and it's gonna be delicious. I wanted to watch a Christmas movie tonight. I feel like I have not been watching my usual Christmas movie rounds, and there are a couple new ones that I want to watch before the end of the season. So today I'm watching Last Holiday with Queen Latifah. I've never seen it. I keep seeing clips of it on TikTok when it rolls around, specifically the scene where she's at the French restaurant. So it is time to finally watch that movie, and I'm excited. Okay, so I do have to correct myself. She was not in France. She went to Prague, which I did not know. Or I think she went to the Czech Republic. I actually don't know if she was in Prague specifically. I'm also 90% sure she went to the Czech Republic because I think they said the place once, but when she typed it into the travel planner to book her flight, it said Czech Republic. For anybody that has not been on this channel for a long time, you may not know that I have been to Prague twice. And I love it there, and I would love to go in the wintertime. That was exciting. And she spends the whole time at this one hotel she's always wanted to go to because of the chef at the hotel. And the first night she has dinner there is the scene I always see on TikTok. I had no idea this movie was gonna be so funny and heartwarming, and also is like I'll give it partial rom-com, because the majority of the movie is about her learning to love and live life to the fullest. And while there is a romance aspect to it, there's so much of the movie that's not focused on the love interest. Like, it is, but it's not. Like, you could probably remove that whole storyline and the movie would still feel the same. It just adds an extra fun element. You know what I mean? So I'm really glad that I watched it. I'm gonna take my makeup off so that I can fully relax. I think I'm actually gonna take a shower and like really decompress. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow morning and nice and early, so I'm gonna have to get up, get over to the east side. I'm not gonna get into like what doctor or for what. I'm just gonna say I have a doctor's appointment. It's what I've been waiting to go to, and I'm not nervous for it. It's something that I have to do, and I need to get over it. So that's the morning, and then we're gonna go fabric shopping for a production of Jersey Boys that I'm working on. I am one of the second assistants to the associate costume designer of Jersey Boys, and we've been working on a production that is going up in Vegas. So she's been texting me to go fabric shopping tomorrow, so we're gonna do that. I say I'm gonna take you with me, like lightly. I'll take you into the garment district. I'll probably show you the stores that I'm in, but that's really it. I'm not gonna show you like me swatching and all that kind of stuff. We're gonna put in a couple hours of work, which is great. Love a paycheck. And who knows what tomorrow may hold. Skincare's done, hair is in a t-shirt, and I made some popcorn because I love it. I'm actually eating the Pop Secret one that I got, the movie theater butter. I like it. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I do. Flip-flopping between putting on another movie or reading. I can't decide what I'm in the mood to do. I think I'm in the mood for a movie. Something about the end of the year where I'm just like, movie mode, you know? But I don't know what I want to watch. I wish I had access to like Rankin and Bass or the animated Grinch, like those short movies, because I don't know that I'm ready to get into like a feature right now. Charlie Brown. I remember somebody said Charlie Brown's on something and I can't remember what. Okay, so I actually remembered I was halfway through a Christmas movie with Alexa and then I had to go somewhere, so I never got to finish it with her. It's called Christmas as Usual on Netflix. And when we clicked on it, we didn't realize that it's from a different country, and we were watching the dubbed version and we were like, what are we watching? And I'm not actually sure where this comes from. If it's like Norway Netflix, Sweden Netflix, I don't know. But it's based on a true story about a girl that brings her boyfriend home with her to her home country, to her family for Christmas. But they like got engaged really fast at the beginning of the movie, and she hasn't barely like told her mom anything about him, and they're really set in their traditions. Her dad has passed away and her mom is really about like keeping the Christmas traditions intact, and her boyfriend slash fiance is Indian. He's really doing his best to like be part of the group and also introduce some of his culture to it, and it lends to some very interesting and awkward situations, like very heartfelt. But it was one of those movies where when I left, I was like ready to not continue watching, and when I got home, Alexa was like, you have to finish it. It was actually really good. So I'm trying to find the spot where I had to step out. I'm gonna watch the rest of this. I feel like I have like 30 or 40 minutes left of this movie to watch. I'm really glad that I finished it, mostly because there is a like redemption at the end. So basically, not this, I don't think this gives away part of the movie, but one of my biggest pet peeves is it really seems like the female main character sets up the male main character to fail in a lot of ways. Like, she doesn't prep him on any of their traditions or talk about why they do certain things. And it really seems like he's just sort of thrown into a lot of situations where he genuinely wants to understand their family traditions, their cultural traditions, and like why they do things the way they do, what is he eating, like all that kind of stuff. And she's just kind of like, shut up and just do it, which like isn't that's not good. And there is a moment where she's like, oh yeah, I did that. So I really appreciated that about it, and I think had I known that moment was coming, I would have been more relaxed the first time I watched it. So I ended up really liking it. And I think if you don't have to be like a foreign film person to like this, because the two main characters speak English for a majority of the film, and then her family also ends up speaking English. We just had a thing where when we turned it on, it was dubbed and they had different actors voicing them. So then I forget what we ended up changing it to. I think we just changed it to original English, like not dubbed, and their speaking voices are perfectly fine. The only thing is there are moments where she's speaking to her family or her family is speaking and it's in Norwegian. It is Norwegian, by the way. They have subtitles on the screen, so it's not a big deal. I think when we initially turned it on, we were like, I don't know about this, but as long as it is in its original recorded state, it is not uneasy to grasp. Yeah. I'm glad I watched it. I am going to head to bed. I'm going to get this vlog edited and uploaded, and then I will pick a book to read until I fall asleep. And that's going to be my night. Good night.